Hello and welcome to, or welcome back to, my channel. This is a trash picked little Russell Hobbs Hoover, which I picked up off the street. Nice little vacuum. And it came with, basically it was thrown out with all the attachments, even the plug to charge the thing, which is a bit strange, but you know, well, people throw things out, don't they? You get old, they get broke. And this thing, as you will see, the battery goes in and works. I charged it up. But it has, we can turn it off for a minute and you can hear me. It has a strange problem that it doesn't seem to turn off. So basically I think we got a problem with the button here. So basically, unless you want to just keep removing the battery every time, then it's not going to work very good. So today we're going to see if we can fix this. And this is a nice little battery. It is, what is it? It doesn't say it on the battery, I can't see it, but it's about 18 volts I think it was. So let's remove that, and it's in pretty good condition. It's in really good condition. Even the filters, a bit browny looking, but it's not that bad, you know. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove that, and we're going to see how we can get into there. There's a little bit of plastic thing there that goes up and down. I think it's a bit snapped on the end, but I don't actually know what it does. I don't think it particularly does anything. It's just like a piece of the trim that goes around. So we're going to get into this thing now, see what we can do. So first thing we got to do is try and have a look. Best to take your time and have a look how to get into there. I can see a screw on the bottom. That looks like it removes that little piece or something, but because the wand on the end as well is powered, like this thing on the end of here, it actually came with all the fixings, like I said, and a smaller thing that you can just fit onto the end of the Hoover, and that's actually powered, the brushes are, so it's actually got a little electrical connection which goes right down the Hoover, right down the wand and everything. So let's see. I can see two screws down in here, so we're going to start with these little bad boys. Oh, let's see if I can get them out. This one's giving me a bit of trouble, a bit stiff, so I don't think anyone's actually opened this before, because the screws are usually less stiff on things if someone's been in there. That one's a bit looser, but I said the other one wasn't. Right, we've got two screws which we're going to try and put safe. Put them over there a second. There's some screws right down there which my screwdriver fits, but do I have to take them undone because the motor's in there? But it looks like it might just take this whole grey bit off, because what we're trying to do, we need to get into here, which looks like, I don't think I can just pull it off. It needs to, this grey bit handle has a crack up, so it has to come in two halves. And yeah, that is the only side with all the screws. I'm going to see if I can leave that on, because I don't think that actually, the whole crack doesn't travel across there. Oh, it looks like it comes up here, so maybe this whole part's going to come off. So let's quit waffling and get on with it. Oh, I've just seen another screw there, so we're going to go for that little bad boy first. Yep, another stiff screw. It's okay though, as long as you've got yourself a good screwdriver. It's best to have a good set of screwdrivers, isn't it? Mine get a bit old on the end, a bit worn, so they're only from like a pound store, dollar store, whichever. So it's like, and there is a bit of wet, like you're getting a bit of wet coming out here and now and again, because it was left out in the rain, which could actually be why the switch keeps staying on. Could be water in there. I did think I got it all. Well, I dried it, but I think some got down inside. Before I take that apart, let's see. Yeah, I think the black bit is joined to the grey bit. Oh, that's a separate black bit though, it's not joined to there. And the crack goes around here, so I'm not sure if that's actually joined to this black bit, so I might actually just tighten that screw up now. I just loosened. I don't know which one it was now. Oh, there it was, I think the top one. This one is hard to get the screwdriver handle in. I might have to get a longer screwdriver, see what I mean? It's good to have a set in it, so you know. Right, there's a little button there. Oh no, that's spring loaded, I don't want to mess with that, do I? Let's see, pull that, nothing happens. It's strange not to have screws actually along the handle somewhere. It's probably clipped, isn't it? Let's see if this white bit comes off. It did come off at one point, because I think it's a little bit. Let's see if I can pull it off again though. I thought it was a little bit broken, it came off easy, but it did come off easy last time. But now I want it to come off. It doesn't want to come off, you know what I mean? So, let's give it a tug and a pull. No, it's not wanting to come off, so I'm not sure. I don't think there's space for a screw to be under there anyway, because it's sort of pretty flat. Let's just leave it on there. Defeated. I defeated this early on. So, oh yeah, see there's still some bits of water coming out there, little bits. Let's get my dirty cloth. I was using to wipe out the thing earlier. So pretty cool. See, that comes right apart, but I don't want to pull that and be stuck halfway with it. So I'm trying to see. It's clipped up here, see, you want to unclip it. But I don't really want to stick a screwdriver in there and start prying about and break it. So like I said, there's nowhere for screws, so that must unclip. And it's coming right up under, all around. Let's see how far it's coming up over here. Let's see if we can sort of. Wouldn't really want to remove that, but that's going to come off, isn't it? There's like a seal there. No one ever gonna survive. Not that seal. Not Lucille. Let's get just the seal, because that was where the thing inside presses against. I suppose I could slice it by there and there across the crack. Maybe it would. But I can't see those screws being anything to do with it though, because they're the motor. It just goes right into that half. So what I may do is that just go for the side that's sort of trying to come undone easy. It might bring the other half. I'm not sure if that seal is stuck on there. Does it go around that seal? It looks like it might actually go around that seal where it's joined, so, and actually avoid it. Just trying to give it a push and a. Yeah, it's actually coming. Can't believe I went. Yeah, it's actually coming down. Yeah, right. I was wondering if I could actually just pop the white bit off. What I may do, I think I'm going to have to do a bit of screwdriver action or something, but to be honest, it's almost like coming where I'm giving it a wriggle and stuff. So it's like, go up and pinch my skin now and you've got stuff all around there. There wouldn't be a screw under there, would there? There wouldn't be a screw under there. I'm not sure whether I want to lift that though. But could a magnet sort that out? Could I see if there is one magnet? It's almost as though that is being held there somewhere. I can't see no more screws. There are no more screws around here then. I mean, I'm not that blind. I know my eyesight's getting a bit difficult with age, but you know. Let's see. Would there be a screw under there? Yep, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get a screwdriver or something. I might see if I've got... I did have like plastic prying things. I don't know what I've done with them. I think I know it. Oh, I can see them now. Let's get those plastic things. There you go. Little packet of things I bought one time. Let's get them. Let's see if I can pry the thing open. They're a bit broke though, my plastic prying things, because where I tried to pry stuff previously, that one's got the little sharp bit snapped off the end, but let's use that one because we don't need it that sort of sharp. Right, let's go in here. Let's go in at it. Yeah, see, it seems to be getting to that area. I don't really want to break that seal off. Is it actually glued there? I'm not sure. I don't want to break it off if there's nothing underneath it. I wonder if I could sort of just get the glue off. I'm not sure. Let's try going the other side. This is becoming a bit more of a meal than I thought it would be. I thought, you never think, do you? I always think this is going to be like, that's going to take me 5 minutes, open it up, have a look inside. You're there for like 10 years trying to pry the thing open. At your wit's end, like, wish you hadn't started in the first place. But I do find it quite fun. That's part of the reason I sometimes pick up things I find on the street. Partly because, basically, like I said, I love messing about with electronic things, trying to get them working here. And partly because basically I hate seeing things thrown out as well. That, you know, you can just fix them, can't you? And there you go, we got it. We've actually got him open. Oh, he's sure closing again. Actually got him coming open quite a lot now. So if we can pop in, it is just weirdly clipped. It's very strongly clipped. It's quite a good quality. I mean, Russell Hobbs is a good make as well, so I charged the battery, which seems to work fine. I don't know, can't really tell though, can you, till you've tried it? I mean, it said it was 2,200 milliamp hours on it and stuff, but that means if this takes an amp to run, it would pretty much run for 2 hours. I'm actually damaging the plastic there, so I hate it when you damage the plastic there. It just looks tatty then, don't it? But I don't think I would with this plastic thing. Oh, I see what's happening because I'm hitting the edge of these bits that stuck out. But there you go, you've got to get in there, don't you? So if I don't get in there, can't repair the thing. We've got it coming that far. It's just the crack underneath now. It's just awkward that it is just like that. It's just the shape of it. It has a crack there, which is all joined, coming round under the handle, which makes it very difficult to pry open. I still got my suspicions about by here, so let's try and pry that a bit and see what happens. A bit more. Yeah, we're sort of getting... I tell you what, let's get a small... Where's a small screwdriver? I've got the little one out of that kit somewhere. There you go. Let's see if this thing does peel up a little bit, see if there is a screw under it. Maybe I can do it so as it'll go straight back down. I mean, it isn't that. See what I'm doing? Just peeling it up. It isn't the hardest thing in the world though to get. Feels like there's a screw hole there, but I'm not sure. No, it's just plastic. Wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world to get some new like sticky pad and cut it to the right shape, would it? But well, I think the line, as I'm pulling it, I'm noticing that the line of the plastic comes around it, but it's just joined at this top edge. I think anyway, because that's the shape I'm seeing. No, I think that's just an indent. I don't think it's actually the crack. Now I've got it so far, I'm going to try and pull it with my fingers. See that? I don't think you can see my big fingers in the way, but no, actually it does. Actually, it's not joined to that. The sticky bit isn't joined to the bit that's cracking up. So it looks like, to me, there is no screw by there. So, yeah, let's just stick it back down then, because there's absolutely no screw by there. It comes around here, so let me see. I don't think that. Sometimes it might help if I come at it from the other end now. I'm not sure if I can get under there. Maybe this holds it on. I don't think so though. Oh, actually, I think it did hold it on, because it's sort of holding these. I think it comes around here. It's holding by there. So, and there's the wires that go to that. It's just that connection that goes right down the hose. Because like I said, the brushes in the wand of the, not the Harry Potter one, the wand of the Hoover, is, I suppose you could call it a Hoover Harry, couldn't you? Because it's got a wand, so it could be Harry the Hoover. Right, go watch these wires now. Ah, see, I've unclipped it now by pushing those little clips there, and this side is coming undone now. So I'm still stuck. No, so it's always coming now. It's coming. Look, we've got it. It's actually started clipping undone now. Look, got quite a big gap right there. The only thing now, we don't want to get stuck there, do we? And that top white bit is sort of starting to pop up too, so I'm wondering if maybe I can get in under there without taking problem is, go watch I don't just break these little tabs, but it's actually starting to pop open now, the top white bit, so I might actually, depends if the switch in the back, oh it's tight on the back though because this goes into a small bit, we haven't quite got back to the back. I'm not sure if I got a bit of moisture out of there then, so what I'm suspecting is, I don't know why, but if someone threw it out, because it was raining when I got it, so it was a bit damp, so the Hoover was, I had to dry it up a bit, so. No, it's the underside, it's this underside crack that will not come undone. I mean, because I got that undone a bit more, though, that back bit, this white bit might pop off. Oh. I wonder if there's another video on YouTube somewhere that shows you some guy taking one of these apart. There's a screw in under there. Oh, that's going downwards though. Oh no, I think there's actually a screw under here holding this whole grey bit. How could that be so? I think it's holding this, I'm not sure. So if we can pop this off, let's try it anyway. It'd be best if I can pop the back of this white bit off. But I don't actually know why that is so, you can't see, I've got my plastic thing stuck. I don't see why that's so stuck together. I'm not sure if there's some sort of screws. Wait, let's stick that in there. Let's get the other plastic bit. And where that little sharp bit's going to break off inside there. And that won't be quite out. Nope, we're still stuck. When you get so far and you're still stuck. It's this area underneath, like I said, and it looks like, I'm sure I can see a screw there. Sort of going down in by here. I'm not sure if I can show it to you. Yeah. It's just screwing under there if you can see it, but I think that's, if I could get that screw maybe, but how am I going to get that with the white bit still on, you know? Don't want to put it too hard because I don't actually know if how the white bit's joined. I see sort of two clips, I think. I can see some sort of clips up here underneath, I think, I'm not sure. But how the hell do I unclip them? It's like one of those things, I can't get this part apart because I can't get this off. I can't get this off because I can't get this bit apart. It's like, it's the under crack under here. Like I said, I'm not sure if there's a screw. Yeah, it's all leading to by where that looks like a screw. So, let's try and wriggle this white bit a bit. I don't want to break it, but I don't want to leave it together. I need to get it apart. If I had a screwdriver that's sort of bent at an angle. Let's see if we can just try and get this screwdriver in there. Problem is, if I'm stuck with it apart then, let's twist it. I'm going to risk it for a twist it. Risk it for a twist it. Risk it for a biscuit. Right, let's get this. I've twisted it to the sides like unit. I can feel it. I can feel I'm not going to snap it sort of thing, but there you go. I've got the screw out. Usual fashion, the screw does not want to come with it. This screwdriver isn't very magnetic, so there you go. I have to remember where that screw comes from. We've done it. So will this come apart now, or was that just a load of? Oh, it's made a big cracking noise as it come apart, but I don't think I broke anything. So basically, yeah, this bit was joined through into the screw hole, but it's a bit weird how you can't get it apart. There might be another screw up here somewhere, but how the hell would you get that screw? It feels like the back end's held on with a screw somehow. Let's get in there. Let's get ready to rumble. It's just this top half we have to get undone there. There's always like one bit in there. You get things all undone, and there's one bit that's just like, I ain't coming apart. And you're like, oh come on, just come apart. Just, you know, you're ruining my fucking day. I've got it all like so far, and it's just you, buddy, ruining my day. You're the last piece that just will not come apart. All your buddies have taken the bloody dive, why don't you? Come on. It's just this part of the back. It's this. Right, that won't come undone. Look at the back. Give it a wriggle. It's like it's got a screw. It feels like there's a screw when I'm moving it like that. There's something that's moving left and right, but it's not quite. So maybe, unless there's some sort of clip. Maybe if I just give it a wriggle about and stuff for a bit, it might come undone. Because I don't want to force it so it just snaps, do I? See what I mean? It seems almost like there's a screw in it. But how would that be possible? You can't get to it. I can actually got it pulled right apart. And the bit I want to get to, which is, well, I want to get to all the electronics inside. You see them down there now. But the switch Still bad. Oh, hang on, maybe I've got to press the switch. Oh, that's stupid. Ah! It wouldn't be... I just think I might have figured it out, to be honest. That's not something stuck down in there, is it? So I'm pushing that and see like a piece of metal. It might be just the way it holds. But I just had an idea. Some things you can actually pop the switch off, can you? Pop the plastic bit off. Because some things they go actually down in, they don't come up from the bottom. And then there could possibly be a screw under there. That's the thing now, I don't want to break the switch, do I? Popping it off, trying to pop it off. Like I said, I bet there's like little... It looks like there's a metal bit there. I don't know if it's like part of this. It looks almost like it could be... No, it just looks like a bit of junk stuck in there. No, it's not actually, it's water. I can see it, it's water. It looked like a piece of metal because it's shiny, but... Is it? I think it's water anyway. Oh well, let's like I said, that's obviously got a spring underneath it, but has it got... I can see quite a bit of water in it, so if I can get this thing open, I hate it where it's just sort of, it's dented the plastic slightly there trying to get it open, so it's not bad, but that's the reason I use the plastic things, not the metal screwdriver. And then what happens? Oh, we gotta get it undone because that's starting to go wonky now in there. Let's see. The thing where you plug the charger in, so if it don't come apart. So possibly it could actually just be water in the switch, but I still want to get it apart to make sure, because I could just leave it for days just to see if it'll dry out. But we don't want to do that, do we? We want to actually get it undone, so I think there might be a screw right at the back or something, or right just under the edge of the switch. So let's see, can I see the switch? If I lift this up, can I see the bottom of the switch? See if we can see the bottom of the switch. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but yeah, I think I can see. I think it might have plastic tabs sticking out of the side. Wait there a sec. Let's see if I can get another tool to help me. I'm not suggesting that I'm a tool, and I need another tool. Right, so I'm going to go get another person. My suggestion is I need another. Yeah, it is as I suspected, I think. I don't. You can't see down there, can you? But I'm pretty sure. Not 100% now. I was, but now not. Because that water is going in my eye. There's like water down there. I can see it now. But I'm pretty sure that there's actually little plastic tabs each side, one each side of this switch, which sort of stick out and stop it coming out. I'm not sure if it's the sort of thing you can sort of push the tabs in, or things like this in the past. I've just sort of leave them up, and yep, it is coming up. Ooh, what was that? Oh, was that plastic bit at the bottom again? That sort of white bit. I had it coming up then, but it... Come on, baby. Come on. That's the problem. We've got him coming up, but as this is going to the side, the tab on the other side isn't coming up. Oh yes! Oh, see, it had sort of holdy bits on the side of it. I scratched up the side of the button a bit, but that'll be alright. You don't see that underneath. And there's a spring, so be careful. I thought it was a spring. Oh yeah, and the button looks the tiny little. It looks like a momentary one, is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, so it's one click through, one click through. So basically, there's a screw, which I suspected all along. Oh, one of my tools was trying to roll off the table there. See my lightning fast cat-like reflexes? Saved it from going onto the floor, which would have been disaster. Oh well. Haha, there you go. Easy. Easy money. See what I mean? Now we've got that open and there's the switch. And it does look damp, so yeah, it's quite a lot of water down around there. So what I'm going to do is, now I can actually get the whole thing apart. And when you take something apart, just make sure there's where the battery plugs in. That unscrews, which is handy, but also it looks like it just connects from the circuit board. It's not much to it really, is there? There's a bit more water inside, but I don't think nothing that's going to stop it working. Looks like there's a couple of tabs snapped by here. Did I do that? Did I do that? No, I don't think they actually snapped. No, it's just bits that hold onto the circuit board, I think, on the edge. Right. See, the circuit board slides in down here. There's not much to it, is there? It's a tiny circuit board. There is dampness in there, so I may, if I may, unplug a few things. Let's get in there, come on. So let's unplug this bad boy, there you go. And before I do anything else, yep, that's the only one this size on the circuit board. I don't want to get mixed up. So what else have we got here? Let's have a look. Let's see, there's another two here, but I'm not sure. They should wriggle out. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just remember that one comes from the outside because there's no one here. I'm not sure if they're the same size. I'll have to check. Let's have a look. Let's put him over to there. No, they're different size. That's good practice. See, that's quality in itself, making them different sizes so you don't get them mixed up. Problem is, there's two little ends. That one seemed a bit loose. It might want soldering. So let's see. The two little ends can fit in each other. So basically, leave the one in. But the one's got red wires and it goes to the red socket. And the other one's got white wires and it goes to the white socket. So again, can't fault it. I cannot fault it. Is it Russell Hobbs little hand hoover? For some reason I keep almost saying mower. Hand mower. Like I'm going to mow my carpet or something. And hoover me grass. See if I add any grass. Not that type of grass, you stony. Right, and right. These little clips, which are a pain in the arse. Let's get a screwdriver. They're not that bad, but sometimes if you can get under, you can twist these, but there's a component right underneath which I don't really want to sort of hit with the screwdriver too much. If I try and twist this, it's going to sort of crush it. Get a bit. How do you open these properly, these clips? Yeah, right. Let's say usually I just sort of go like that, get the screwdriver twist. I managed to find the spot. Right, I'm going to have to remember these two because I don't know if these have actually got. Hang on a minute. One says plus, one says minus, so red is the plus. So They're the motor, because it's got plus and minus M, and they are quite big fat wires, so you'd expect them to go to something like the motor, not the mower. Oh, I hope that was the thing that just clicked, not me snapping the circuit board. Maybe I should get some pliers, like. There you go, it's managed to clip it up. And there you go, that's all, that's the brains of the operation. It's possible something could be wrong with this, which is why it's staying on, but there's a lot of little chips and stuff on the iron I can mess with. Good thing is it's pretty dry, and what I'm going to do now is I've got my little, basically an old pair of 3D glasses with a watchmaker's number 3 eyepiece, and I put that on and I can see really bloody closely, like magnified to see. I'll just do that quickly off camera. Yeah, the solder joints, are alright, I think. I think they'll survive. I don't think I need to resolder any of them, so I'll leave them. They look a bit, some of them look a bit crusty, but there you go. What we're basically going to do though is get my cloth. I see like a bit of moisture down in there. We're going to pop them in there. My dirty cloth, my cleaning cloth. Well, it's going to be dirty, isn't it? Because it's a cleaning cloth. So once you clean with it, it's dirty. Right, let's take this eyepiece thing off. Right, and let's have a look at this button now. Problem is, you try and keep those wires, try and sort of take note of how they sort of sit in there. Got the little gully down there. It's like a little gully they got between there. So I don't want to be messing about with that, trying to get that back in where it came from. Right. Let's see, it feels damp on here, so let's give the back a bit of a wipe. There you go. Problem is, if there's water down it actually inside the switch. Let's give it a blow. Oh, ready, yeah. Whew. Now my head's spinning. Right, I'm going to get my little goggles on again off the side. Yeah, I can see all wet around the base of it a bit. Just trying to blow it from under there. That's there you go, I've blown all I can. My head's spinning again. Give it a press again. Right, let's get, I do have a multimeter over here. Oh, am I going to put it on to basically continuity check? So basically when I put these together, they're going to beep. So I'm going to go across the switch. I'm going to go across the contacts of the switch, which look like here and here. And they're not doing anything. When I press it, they are doing something. And on that side, not diagonally, don't think they do diagonally. So there you go, basically they're alright there, and then when I press the button, oh, hang on. Yeah, that seems to be, that don't seem like it's constantly on now anyway, so let's have a look if that's done the trick, is it? Let's put it back together. That might be all it needed. Oh no, someone didn't look out and pay attention to how the switch actually came out. Yes I did, here you go, I got it. Phew. I dodged a bullet there. I'd have to be watching the video back. How the hell did this switch go in there? It came out of there, so why won't it go back in there? Yeah, that goes there, don't it? It's a bit damp in there, but shouldn't do nothing though. Right, there's a little switch up here as well, which is like an eco. mold or something. Hang on, I'm not sure if there's damp in there. So it could actually be that eco switch which is causing the trouble, to be honest, couldn't it? I'm going to try and get away with not pulling that. Hang on a minute, because there's another circuit board up here, see, so where did that come from? Make sure I know where it comes from. No, but I don't know what this circuit board's for. Unless there's some sort of sensor on it, and I'm not seeing. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know what it is. There's little tiny LEDs there, and that's the charging. As it's charging, you pretty much tell which is. It's the charge level. There's 3 little lights that go up and up. Right. Let's unscrew this little switch too. I'd rather not screw with it, but there you go, let's do it anyway. There's that spring, I don't want to lose that spring. I don't know how that spring got there really, I thought it was right over the other side of the table. Unless another spring has come out. No, that's the only one I can see, so I wouldn't have wanted to be crawling around the floor for the next hour looking for that. It's always the same drops. I mean, you bend down to look for it and it's gone. Especially in the kitchen, I'm sort of like, has it gone under the fridge? No. Under the washing machine? No. You're looking for it for hours, and then sometimes you, after looking for hours, you turn around and there it is in the middle of the floor. You're like, how was it possible? I did not see it. I searched for hours, and now it's just turned up. I swear there's like little gremlins in there that sneak around, just trying to piss you off. Right, let's have a look. We got this. Nope, it's not. That's weird. Oh no, that's alright. Yep, this one's the same. Seems to only work when I press it, so I think that's working. Now, how did that... Damn. Where did that come out of then? Oh, no. Oh, I know. It didn't slot in this one, did it? It's screwed in. So, all I've got to do is get these wires back in the right orientation, which I think were in there. The wires are going into a little gap there. Well, they're not going into a little gap there, that's the problem. But they're supposed to be going into that gap. Right then, let's get them in there. Let's try and get them in there. Come on, you guys. I haven't got on night. Because it is afternoon. Be all day and night. Why don't they just go into there? I don't understand. It's one of those mysteries. Solve the Bermuda Triangle. Sort of like alien theories. Or mysteries of the pyramids. This is just even worse than that. Right. This is an even bigger mystery. Will I ever solve them? Yep, we got the wire in there. It's quite tight. But it fits. We got it in. We got it in there. And so all we got to do is get... Damn, which screws was it? Was it these 2 little ones? These look little, so these look small enough, so let's just check them in there. That's the rule. I'm pretty sure it was them anyway, because it didn't come off that circuit board, which is over there with a thing of screws. The circuit board just slide in, didn't it? So another thing, I do have the worst memory in the whole of history, so when I take things apart half the time, I forget. So sometimes when I take things apart, I just sort of put the screws in certain piles which coincide with where I took them from, if you know what I mean. Like I put them on in a pattern on the floor. I'm sat on the floor doing something. I it's on the floor taking the TV apart. Also put the screws in the pattern that they come out of the TV sort of thing. Top one is at the top right and left, and all sorts like that. Right, let's give this a dab with the cloth because it does feel damp. That could actually cause some trouble too. But see, that seemed alright because when I charged it, the lights were all working. And first of all, it wasn't. It was actually quite funny when I took the Hoover home. I picked it up off the street and I'm walking along and I walked past the postman. The postman was walking through an alleyway. I walked past him and suddenly the Hoover just jumps into life and starts making this strange like hurricane noise, like it just turns on, starts making a Hoover noise, you know, quite a loud Hoover noise. And I thought it was the wind first of all. I didn't think it was me. And the postman looked at me a bit funny. And then as I was opening my front door and coming in, I heard the noise again. I thought, you know, that's a bit strange. Like, where did that come from? I realised then the Hoover was just, the battery was still in there, and the Hoover was just turning on and off all the time. And I suspect that was the water that's in there, basically. Capacitors look okay in there. Capacitors look fine. Like I said, I'm not going to try replacing anything or capacitors or anything like that. I'm just going to get it back together. Now I know how to get it together and the pattern on. I wouldn't like to take the pattern on too much and strain on things like that. There you go. Right, which way around did this circuit board come out? Let's see. Try and get it in the right sort of orientation. I thought it was like that, wasn't it? Is it like that? Can't be like that, open it. Does it fit? It doesn't fit that way, so it has to go sideways, so just thinking, oh yeah, them two little things are at the bottom, I think, so let's just stick it in like that at the minute. So we've got the one with the red wires, go into the red one again, there you go. I think I'm trying to put it in upside down. Let's see. Yep, now it's the right way. I'm just twisted the circuit board. Let's see, is this one going in the right way up? There you go. It's only one way they go in, so for numbskulls like me. Right, these were different sizes, weren't they? So. They must know people try to take these things apart. Why else would they make them like idiot proof? Nah, it's for like, I don't know if it's for like engineers if they're trying to repair them or. Right, oh yeah, I remember now. I was going to say I didn't know where that comes from. There's Motor Plus, which is the red one, obviously, so getting on there, and then minus. There you go. They're on there tight now. Hopefully. Right, now we've got them all together. Sliding back into its little. There was a bit of damp in there, but I don't know. I think it was actually, but let's get it in there anyway, and then, ooh, can't remember these wires go through this hole. Otherwise, we're going to end up probably squashing the wires as we put it back together, and there's nothing worse than opening something up and finding out those squashed wires. There's actually a connection that isn't connected yet. I was going to say some things are actually like that. You open them up and it's like, if you see something like that, maybe that hasn't got nothing on it. Sometimes it is just like, it's like something that, it's like a test port. It's like the engineers can slot something onto it. You know what I mean? It's carry tests then. See what is broken. Because they have a lot more equipment and a lot more knowledge than I actually do of these sort of things. Just just a tinkerer. I like that doesn't sound too good, is it? I like to tinker, but you know, tinker with me winker. I like to tinker with my winker with things like this. Right, we had some little, it was the little white screws, wasn't it? The little silver screws, I should say. Right, I got 2 silver screws, they both look the same size, so I'm just going to slap one in. I'm not sure if this is going to work out now at the minute, if this is the right... Oh, this was the last screw I took out of it, so this one's easy enough to sort of get it back in. I mean, if there's anyone even still watching at this point, if you haven't just turned off straight away after about 2 seconds, then, you know, thank you for still being here. Oh, what are we going to do? Let's see if this thing works. Not now, but we could try and put the battery in now and then. Shall we? Let's put it back together, because you've got to wait and see. Problem is then, if it don't work, I'm going to have to take it all apart, you know. Yeah, let's actually see if it'll still work now. Because then, if you don't want us to keep watching it, so there you go. That's like an eco mode. And there's the proper button up here. I'm gonna have to slip. Oh, I don't have to slip the button in, do I? Press it with my finger. Right, I can't even plug the battery. I can take it all apart, put it back together, but there we go. Whoa, that's really terrible. God, I blew my glasses off the bloody table. I can't use the power out of it. Where it's blowing out the side, it blew my tops off the... Whoa. Right. Oh, there goes one pressing eco. How did you turn the thing right off then? Hang on, eco mode doesn't seem to do... Oh, okay, that's definitely a nice. It's weird because this thing, one press of this thing to do somehow, and that seems just to make it go faster. Eco mode, faster, eco mode. But then up here, we've got nothing happening now. Again. I tested that switch though, didn't I, and it worked alright, so do you think we got a problem on the motherboard? Because that just is not turning off at all. I got an idea a minute. Let's unplug it if you can still hear me. Bloody hell. Right. My theory at the minute is... Right, so I'm glad I tried it before I put it back together, because now I know. I think it's still not working. All it is, I mean, if you take the battery out, it'll start working, but you don't want to do that all the time, do you? You want to get the wood switch working. So, I've got an idea. I'm going to see where the switch goes on this circuit board. Oh, it's hard to take. Which one is it? Is it these 2 little red ones, perchance? Seeing as the switch has a red. I don't have to unplug all the others, but it's right in the bottom of it. There you go. I've unplugged the on-off switch now, so let's try plugging it back in. Technically, well, it should still work because there's no... There, and that doesn't work now, look, so... I've unplugged the switch, so that doesn't work now. So... So that means it is the switch, do you think? It is the switch. Because if I cross something, if I stick a screwdriver in there. Yeah, see it? Oh, no, it won't go off. Oh, so this one knows when we've got press it and press it again. There you go. So that means it is this switch, or somewhere along the line of it. So, somewhere along the line of this switch, it's sort of buggered, isn't it? So the actual Hoover does work fine, just the switch. So from there, we've stuck a screwdriver across the contacts, and that worked fine. So that's what the switch should be doing. It should be crossing the contacts and then take them off. But my theory is that it has still got water in it somewhere along the line. I wonder if it could possibly have water. Across. Let's just get the. God, this video's becoming long. Let's get the switch off again. Let's get the multimeter. It tested good though, didn't it? So. Just strange. I think even if it was down where the wires go at the bottom, I mean, here's where the wires connect on here. So if I got it on here, if I get that on there, that's working, do you know what I mean? Or is it? Yeah, it's not beeping unless I press the button. Same with those ones, but those ones are those sides are connected to anything, so that's strange. And even if it's the wires at the bottom, the little red connection, if that little red connector, if that had water in it, I can't even see it. Where's it gone? Seriously guys, it's like the little red connector I pulled out is just hiding. Can't see it no anywhere. I'll pull this. Pull the battery socket again. Oh, gee, it wouldn't want to come out then. Right, now let's see a bit better. Oh, it's hiding behind the other one this time. It didn't want to go to the doctors. Right, even if there's water in there connecting them two, then it would still register the switch, wouldn't it? But it can't be down the bottom because I just touched it with a screwdriver. That is strange. Strange occurrences. So let's plug it back in. I don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. Right, let's actually try it again. It should work. I don't understand why it's not. What I thought I had the back jet of it. Right, it's going now, so. No, see, it's not. Shutting off. No, that is strange. It's stranger than strange. What I might do, what happens if I cut? I come off the switch again. I'm gonna. it down here. No, that's not working either. Even sorting them together isn't working now, so one minute. That seems to put it into eco mode and non-eco mode. What is your malfunction, Mahooba? Let's get it back. Let's get it back, yeah. Blimey. Now that is strange. I just don't understand it. Let's pull the red one out again. Let's try that again. Stick the battery in again. This isn't making sense. It ain't making a lot of sense. Right, see the switch is disconnected, so basically these two contacts aren't touching no more. But if I touch them with the screwdriver, that'll turn it on, right? And that'll kind of touch it again and it turns off. Yeah, it seems to be working again. So like I said, it's strange. And if I plug this in there then, automatically turns on. Will not turn off. Not even if I press the switch again. Strange, huh? So that is off. Obviously that is actually giving a constant switch, obviously, but I said the strange thing though is that how can it be that way? Because I'm not understanding it, to be honest. So I've tested it, haven't I? And it's testing good. So what I might do, let's put it up a bit out of there. It's not broken, is it? What I might do, what if these wires are broken? Let's see. Hang on. If I plug it back into the circuit board, I'll plug it back into the circuit board because I can't quite get to the. Right, get my continuity tester. Let's get this thing. And if I go from one side on the circuit board there. What's the switch? Should be that switch. That's weird. Yeah, it's not speaking on the other side, it's like speaking across there, but that don't matter because that's the same side. Right, go on that side now. Yeah, what can it be? Yeah, we're supposed to be. So the wires aren't broke. Hang on. Now I'm not getting a speed light. Oh, we're not getting beeps. Why not? what's on there quick. Do you know what I might try? I might actually try soldering that a little bit. I think that actually, to me that is, I gotta take those metal ones off. To me that seemed a bit, so maybe we could just wire it a bit. So, before I do this, I'm going to go and chuck my soldering iron on. I know this has been 1 hour and something, but it's a long video, so it's not really nice. All I'm going to do is, I am going to actually, these metal ones come off easier now. Might not be a good thing, totally, but it is for me, so I don't have to try and pry them off again. Right, here you go, and we're gonna hit that with a bit of solder. See if it's just basically a little bit intermittent. Yeah, it doesn't look too nice on there, to be honest. So let's give it a bit of solder and see. If that doesn't work, I might just end the video then and see if leaving the switch to dry out a bit, maybe there is a bit of moisture in it, or it's just not strong enough for the, maybe the multimeter isn't reading through it, but maybe there's a slight amount of electricity that's triggering the switch but not letting enough for the multimeter to actually read, if you get what I mean. Maybe it's a little bit, it's quite not that much water, but here you go. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me a minute because I can't actually film my soldering, it's a bit difficult, so I'll be back in a couple of seconds. I won't say literally, because then I'd be lying. Solder. Oh yeah. Just get this up there. Check a bit of the attack. I am back, and I have soldered it. It's not pretty soldered. I'll actually just hit them one of them a little bit again because it's soldered already. Here we go guys, back. just the solder was a bit, it didn't look like it had very good condition, contact on the one, so. Right, let's give all that a try again. Let's stick him back in, see what we've got. See if we've cured that problem. Those little ones can go on first, can't they? So we've got the white one on the white one, which I'll use this one to stick on the right one. There you go. Wouldn't it be funny if it was just from factory they'd actually put the wrong colours on the wire, so that was actually in the right way, so what goes by there? Oh, that's one of those test socket things. I don't see it's got a pin on it. I don't know if the engineers use more of this just with the factory when they're actually making it. Maybe it's like it gets tested, so I think, right, where's the positive, negative, and then the battery compartment. There you go. Now, like I said, if this don't work, I'm going to end the video, which I think is a good idea because we've been going on for a very long time. Where did the switch actually come from this time? It's up here and it comes from up here, but I'm just keeping it out for a minute so I just can't plug the battery in now. See that? And hey, sounds good because we're not hearing no noise. Hang on. Go, it's on. We'll go lighten up that Christmas tree. Oh yes, problem solved. Big thumbs up there. On. Hang on. Oh yeah, it doesn't even go into eco now. Watch. What happens if I press it? On. Eco. Eco. Oh. Ah, we've solved the problem, see. Perfect. Perfectly good working Hoover now. A little bit of solder, which cost me, well, the whole roll, 100 grams or whatever, or is it grams? Or yeah, I think 100 grams for like £5, 5 English pound there. So now we're going to put it all back together. You don't have to watch this bit, you can sort of go and have a cup of tea or whatever. But this has been fixing, basically a repair video showing you how, if you have the same problem maybe, that's what it may be. And we've got to get all this wire back in here. So, unless if you don't want to watch this bit now and you're putting it back together, I'll see you guys in the next one. I do have another video where trying to repair, oh, if I can get this wire, I'm trying to repair something coming up. I think it's a, God, did this wire ever go in there? Did it come out there? I think it's the one where I'm trying to repair a laminator. Right, this switch is meant to go up there. What the hell have I done? How's it ever going to reach up there? What I've done is I pulled this through. I have to pull the wires back through the thing a bit more. There you go. From the cable tie, because they're all cable tied. I didn't want to take it. Didn't want to break the cable tie because they were all upset. The problem is if it's. Oh, does it go that way? I thought this went that way. No, this just goes right there. Oh well, now I've found out why it won't reach. Yeah, still won't reach. Switch back. Where does it come from? Oh, hang on, I've got this up the right way. Yeah, I have got this up the right way. Let's try it again. It will reach. We will reach it. As long as I don't break the solder joints again, trying to do that. Let's see, it's supposed to go. Where's it supposed to go? It's supposed to go right here. Oh, there's where it sits like that on it. So now if we turn it around like that, otherwise it goes back. So let's go top downwards, see if I can get it to go through. Where's my little screwdriver? Is I did. No, that's not the right one. I want the flat head, which has gone missing. There it is. There's so much junk on my table or something. It's just where I do. It's supposed to be like a dining table, really, in my kitchen. But I don't think I've ever used it. But I have in the past used it as a dining table, but I mean these days I just sit in front of the telly on my lap, you know what I mean? It's the best way, isn't it? Stick on a film maybe. That's the one thing I don't really like to have a meal when it is a film on. When I'm watching a film, because you sort of miss half the film, don't you? So, as you're eating, unless it's like something like popcorn or something, do you know what I mean? You can just keep your eyes on the telly and keep dipping your hand in from the back, but yeah, these go in the same slot, don't they? Am I doing this off camera? So there you go. So all the wiring back in. Where's that red switch? See, I've lost that. I'm just going to give it a tidy up on them sides of it with my thumb. I don't like pulling that. Looks like you know breakers. But I don't think that goes a particular way up. I think it's exactly the same side. Before I go sticking it, you won't want it to go in that white thing anyway. Hang on. Oh, no. No, I'm not going to stick it in there. I just better stick it back in the white thing. Before I do anything, I'm just going to test again. Good so far. Good sign. Yeah, come on, mate. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. On, off. On, off. Let's just unplug that now. Someone threw this away. The motor sounds strong as hell. It doesn't look that old. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty new looking. So I was surprised when I picked it up. I had to look close to see if it actually was brand new. But there's certain little things I can tell it's not brand new. It's in the bags and things, but you know, so it's been quite taken care of. Quite well. A bit of like usual paint, a bit of white paint on the path, which I mean, how can you like not have white paint or something? I mean, if you've got a stereo or does anyone actually hang the stereos anymore? I think you'll just get music offline these days. If you ever got things like stereos, things like that, if you ever buy them like used, second hand, whatever. Very often you'll find that there's, it looks a bit damp, there's like white paint on them, or you'll paint the house, but on there very often drip on things. So I think that's about it, isn't it? That's on. I think I just got to get this on. I've got to try and get that screw back in the... Oh, have I done that the wrong way round? I've screwed the white bit on. Yeah, because if I... That's why... Well, this... Oh, actually, because it was hard to get the white bit. I mean, if I didn't screw the white bit back to that, maybe I could have got it off. Yeah, because there's no clips on the back. So if it was, I could have got it off. The grey bit. I could have got the... taken that off first before sort of trying to put it to the side to get to the screw. The charger socket properly there. Ow! I knew I wouldn't get through the day like pinching my fingers in there, but that's lined up. Is that lined up properly? That is. Spin it round. It's all lined up properly. There's where it's all lined up. Sadly shows. Seems full of item anyways. Oh, I wasn't going to click that right together. Can't do that though, can I? Because I want to stick that screw back in. Right, now I'm using this screw again. It's like I'm using the same screw. Just keep doing the same screw. And this has actually been quite a nice thing to take apart, to be honest, hasn't it? Well, that clacking noise is that all the time. It's like a piece of trim that goes around the bottom. I'm not sure. It looks like it should go in here, but on the end it looks like almost like nothing's snapped off. It goes down to like a taper. So I don't know how. It must have been a bit snapped off because that holes. Unless there was an extra bit of trim. Oh yeah, there might have been something else that clicked on and sort of sat over the top of it and held it down. But I might actually cure that. If I want to cure it temporarily, I could stick a bit of glue tack on there. Or I could just glue it down because it's not, you don't have to take it off to take it apart. So I could put, I might put just a spot of glue there. It doesn't do nothing, it's just strange looking little white bits on there, I don't know. Right, let's get that back on top. There's the little lights, look cool when it's charging. And when it's turned on, we'll see anything else. That's like, you stayed to watch this long then. Right, there it is. Couldn't find the screw in. That's what I did from me. So, yeah, I don't know how much these cost, but it's a cordless vacuum, like 18 volt battery, 18.7 something, but I'm try and squeeze that. Hang on. Oh, it is different. Look, it is different because the back hasn't got like a clip bit, but the front has got like a clip. So, oh, and I was sticking it in the right way. The front bit goes in there. Something I wouldn't like to keep taking apart because of that. Oh no. Oh no, it actually. I couldn't remember it clicking like that before. It didn't sound so clicky. It's probably all that water in it. It's like making it. It's strange though, isn't it? That it had water in it, which made me suspect it's the water. Which, you know, that's actually a fault. If the switch is staying on and there's water in it, you think, yeah, the water's just acting as it's actually crossing, you know, making an electrical pathway. Just making the switch be on all the time, you know. It's going between the connections, the water. So that's what it is. But it turned out that's not actually what it was. When I dried the water up and I tested the switch, it went fine. Watch. I hate it when you do stuff like this. Put it all back together and then the same problem just happens. And you're like, oh my god, thought I just cured that. Right. Those are fancy little lights. Not that fancy, really. On to we go. Let's stick that on. See, the fit was quite. It's not that bad. It doesn't look bad over or something. But we're going to stick this back on now. I've got to line the arrow up with the open strap, twist it to the closed. There we go, I got it, bad boy. Let's get the. It even came with the small thing. It came with the whole wand. See the whole wand, which is left from the 3. And like you've seen earlier, the big actual powered brushes. Oh, I can test it. Nice. The powered brushes actually spin. Let's have a look now. Let's take that off. It came off the end. It's not the strongest section in the world, but the blow out the side is the strongest thing. But no big problem. That's actually pretty. don't think. Oh, I can actually stick it straight on, right? Oh yes. Oh, blimey. Oh my god. It's the bloody Night Rider, that's me. Oh, nearly took my finger off. Nearly lost the finger. The brush is actually working. I'm glad I did not stick my finger in there. That is actually pretty powerful. Oh, let's get it. Oh, I can't get it off now. Turn it off a minute. Let's see if it actually works. Let's see if these connections work through the holes. Try to stick it the wrong way around. There you go, we've got the whole holes on now. Let's see if he still lights up on the end of it. Oh yeah. Go on. Haha, I nearly stuck my finger in there again. I think my finger got into... Oh, bloody hell. I think that would actually chop my finger off or break it at least. That is pretty powerful. Turning off there. Right. That is saying, whatever you do, do not stick your finger in the end of the hoover. It's all wet in the end, so I should let that dry. Just sucking up the wet. And then, does this fit on the end of that one? Oh yeah. Ho ho ho, yes baby. Look at that, we can use that on the end of that as well. So, cool. Oh yeah. Now I can be a Ghostbuster. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, I can fit that on my back and all, can't I? No, come on guys, that's been basically... Oh, I'm going to unplug the hose. That's been a very long video. 1 hour and 30 nearly. The repair of a Russell Hobbs and 18 volts and cordless vacuum, not mower. And see you again in the next one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this repaired. And if you get the same problem with your thing, remember, oh, now it turns on and off. Great. Prove me wrong, I did. There you go. If you get the same problem, then you'll know what to do. See you again in the next one, guys. So long.